Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Brummy Joe and today we're going to be ranking even more kits. We did Premier League kits already. I asked for 300 likes on that video. We smashed it, so really appreciate that. And that's why you're receiving this Championship kit edition. However, if you'd like me to do away kits for both Premier League and the Championship, let me know by hitting that like button again. If we get 300 again on this, I'll drop both of them. Okay, so before I get into it, I just want to say a big shout out to our sponsors over at OneFootball. They are my favourite football app by far. They've got everything you need on there: news, transfers, gossip, live scores and fixtures. Before you start the new season, make sure you download this app. You can do that by hitting the link right at the top of the description, and let me know what you think of it as well. But without further ado, let's get on with this video. Okay, so I've been looking through this and I've been like, why do these only have 23 teams? Well, it's because Reading, right, like, they haven't put their kit out yet. They're putting it out on Thursday, and you know what? We ain't waiting for Reading. Who do you think we are? Okay, so the tiers that we have got are beautiful, pretty good, meh, which is like, boring. Maybe it's just like a bit dead, like there's not a lot going on with it. Or bad, which is just it's a bad kit, it's not very nice looking. And then there's just bin it, which means it's disgusting. Get in the bin. Okay, so we start off by taking a look at Barnsley's. Now let's have a look at Barnsley's. It looks pretty sharp, I'm not gonna lie. And you know what, I actually like these socks. I like the hoop socks effect. The sleeves are really, I like that on the sleeves. You know what, Puma, they never really let you down. And is that a brick? Am I mistaken? Is that a brick effect? Brick effect on a shirt. I've only noticed because he's actually stood by some bricks here, but I don't know if that's what the town's known for. Probably not. Either way, it's quite a nice subtle effect. Oh, that does look good, I'm not gonna lie. It is a brick effect. Again, the sponsor isn't too, like, it's not too intrusive. It fits in with the colour scheme. You know what? It's an early contender. I'm going to put it in the pretty good category for now, but I may change my mind later and move it up to beautiful. Next up, we've got our kit, Birmingham City's very own kit. So Blues launched a sort of Peaky Blinders style kit launch, which, you know, the kit had already been leaked by the time it came out. It divided attention. It's got the sort of royal blue down the middle, but the two-tone is just something that it really, I don't know about it. At first I hated it, and then it grew on me and I liked it, and now I haven't seen it in a while. I don't like it, but it does look better in the flesh. I'm not going to get it because I'm going to get the away kit. The away kit is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, like, they've tried to do something a little bit different, but I feel like they could have done a lot more with this kit, considering it was the year that we didn't need to use a template, that we needed a custom design one. So I'm going to put it in the meh category just because I don't think it's that bad. People have said before, like on this website, they've said the sponsor's getting in the way, like with the yellow text. I think the sponsor fits in fairly well, not too intrusive. I like the yellow trim around the collar and the sleeves, but they missed a big opportunity this year. This style would have been so simple and so easy to do. They'd just have to cut it off here, right? So just do the stripes still here and put the badges there. This would have been just a beautiful, simple nod to our past. Instead, we've gone for this. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's not my favourite. I think I tried to be positive with it when it first came out, but I can't lie, it's just not great, is it? I'm gonna drop it down to bad, just because I think there's a lot more that could have been done with it, and it's not like it's boring. It's like we've tried something and it hasn't worked for me. Up next, we have got Blackburn Rovers. I like the little half and half design style. I like the colouring. It looks quite nice. The sponsor, to be fair, it does stand out a little bit. Not massively. I like Umbro kits. The style of the collar is a strange one. There's this little corner here, which is a bit weird. Yeah, it sort of works. It's okay. The sponsor does sort of stand out a little bit. So yeah, for me, I'm going to pop that one in the meh category, personally. Next up, we have got Brentford. Let's take a look at this. Right, Brentford is another Umbro kit. And to be fair, if there was a kit manufacturer that I'd like us to go with next year, it probably would be Umbro. It looks pretty sharp, looks pretty clean. I do like stripes. However, the sponsor isn't over intrusive, but for me, I don't know why, but it looks a bit cheap and a bit tacky. It looks really, like, so obviously, like, printed on. It stands out a little bit too much for me. It's not massive. And also, right, this is really picky from me, but the Umbro sign, how it doesn't go into the red here, like, I don't know, I don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't know why. But otherwise, the shirt looks pretty nice. The collar's a bit strange. but I'm going to pop that down the middle. I don't think it's pretty good just because of the sponsor. If they didn't have that sponsor, I'd probably put it in pretty good, because otherwise it's a fairly nice kit. Next up, we have got Bristol City. They're wearing their new badge, which I keep confusing for Brentford. See, this one I like. Is that last season's? I like that. I like the pinstripe effect. I don't know what it is with me. Show me a pinstripe. Love it. It's quite tidy though. Again, the sponsor isn't too bad. As you can see here, I'm not a fan of the button collar. I appreciate the effects, appreciate the look, but it's not for me. I don't know who the brand is, but this little trim here on the sleeves looks quite nice. I actually like the way the sponsor is spelled out, their logo, whatever. It looks quite fancy. It's quite simple, quite plain, but let's have a look at someone wearing it. It does look pretty smart. Yeah, you know what? I'm putting it in pretty good. I think that looks pretty smart, to be honest. Well done, Brentford. We're playing them first game of the season. I forgot about that. Okay, next up we have got Cardiff. Let's have a look at this one, shall we? Oh, Adidas. Oh, Adidas. This is what you could have done. You know what? It annoys me because this is what we could have done with our home kit. This is what we could have done with our home kit. They had Adidas. They've done this lovely effect. The collar's nice. It just all looks pretty nice. I swear that's the font I use. That's Bavis New. Yeah, the sponsor isn't too bold. That is, you know what, man? Oh, look, he's got the same kit from Poland. The stripes down the side here. Oh, that is very nice. Opinions are a bit divided on the sponsor, yeah. But I've got to say, mate, I'm happy with that. I am gonna, you know what? I'm throwing it up in beautiful. I think that's a really nice kit, a really fancy kit, and that's where blues have missed the trick. Look at the difference. We like look at that. Just the way the tone changes throughout. I can't even describe it. It's like it's a sort of gradient effect, but it's not. It looks so nice. That doesn't look like a championship kit. That looks like, you know, something Chelsea would be seen in. So yeah, I like that. Next up, Charlton Athletic, and it's a pinstripe. We all know I love a pinstripe. There's a tick straight away. That's a Hummel kit. That is quite nice. Again, the sponsor fits in quite. It doesn't stand out too much. I like the little stripe effect. It looks quite sharp, quite tidy. I think more could be going on around here, perhaps. But I think it's a solid kit for me. So I'm going to pop that. Where is it? I'm going to pop that in pretty good. Derby County up next. Let's have a look. Umbro again. I've said a lot about Umbro kits. Been a fan of them recently, but I'm going to tell you straight from the off here. Them sleeves, I don't know. Oh, I don't know, you know. First glance, I didn't like the sleeves, but I like how they sort of go into a solid colour the further you go up. Again, the kit, the sponsor's quite bold, but it does blend in with the colour scheme quite well. I think it's okay. Oh, it's a tough one. I'd probably put it in pretty good, but I'm going to opt to put it in... Oh, you know what? It's different. It's out there. I'm going to put it in pretty good. It's, you know what I mean? I appreciate the effort made with that. So you can sit in pretty good. Fulham up next. 1920 kit collection. I'm hoping for a lot here. Is that Adidas again? It looks like a plain white tee, to be honest. Yeah, it does look like a plain white tee. Oh, have they got the stripes? Oh, I think they do. Quite tidy, that. Stripes down the side. A little bit of detailing on the collar. Not too much going on with it. It's a little bit boring. However, it does look pretty smart. So we'll give Fulham... with this one, we'll give Fulham a meh. Yeah, I'll put them in meh. Bit boring. Next up, we've got Huddersfield, which has got to be the most talked about championship kit. Obviously, there was the whole thing going on with the Paddy Power thing. That was brilliant marketing. Love that. Actually, changed my mind. Don't love that. But yeah, it's kind of nice. But I think they could have done it differently than in that sort of thing. They could have just written it in a nicer font. Like, I can't describe it, but it would have been... Maybe that's a resemblance of some former... You know, that might have more meaning to it than I realised looking at it. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt with that. Again, Umbro, done the job with that. It just looks beautiful. There is no sponsor on it. Paddy Power... You know, knocked it out of the park there. Collar looks nice. It's a lovely fit, and it just looks like a beautiful classic kit. Oh, I like every little bit of it, mate. I like every little bit of it. You, my friend, are going into the beautiful tier. However, you can see here, this is the one with the Paddy Power thing on it, but ignore that. Like, obviously, that would be there, but yeah, right up top. Fair play, Huddersfield. Fair play, Paddy Power. Okay, next up is Hull City, and I like what they've done with this. This is obviously a bit of Marmite, so you either love it or you hate it, but you know what? I like it. It's a bit different. And apparently it's a nod to their past, like a former kit. Again, Umbro, pulling it out the park. I like how they're just, you know, like with brands like Umbro, they're not just giving you a template, they're actually putting a bit of thought into your kit, and I do appreciate that. Collar is alright, could be better, but no, I like it. I like the tiger effect. I don't think it's quite beautiful tier. Oh, is it? Nah, I'm going to put it in pretty good, but it's at the high end of pretty good. So it's like bordering on beautiful, but it's not quite there. Leeds United, usually spray painted kit. This time it's not quite so spray painted. Kappa again for Leeds. I know the brand now, don't you worry. 32 red, bit of a big bold sponsor, but I like the silver effect here. It looks quite good, and I like the effect they've done with the badge. I'm not quite sure what it says. I think it's an anniversary, 120 year anniversary, I think. But no, it looks quite sharp. There's not a lot to it. It's a plain white kit, but I think there's a little bit more going on than there was with the Fulham kit. So for that reason, I'm popping it up to pretty good. Next up, we have got Luton Town. Luton Town, this sort of tangerine kit here. Puma have designed it, and now I don't know what this is down here. I should probably look into that, but no, I can't be bothered. Like the colour coding on the sleeves here, it looks quite nice. It's quite sharp, you can't really go wrong with it. The sponsor's not too bad, and I like the little effects you've got here, the sort of wibbly wobbly effect. I wish I could describe it better, but yes, that's why I'm a YouTuber. Wibbly wobbly effect there, it's really nice. So for that reason, Luton, you can go into pretty good as well. The pretty good tier is packing up already. Middlesbrough, by the way, if you're a Reading fan, I'm not rating your team's kit because they're too. They need to get their finger out, mate. It's the 22nd of July. I'm not waiting around for you. But, you know, it'd be alright. It'd be alright, kit. I'll just put it in the meh category when it comes out. Maybe it'll be really good. Okay, Hummel. For Borough this season, they've gone for a strange sort of stripe set, which, it looks okay. Pretty smart. The 32 red logo, I swear that's smaller than it is on other kits. James Arthur stood here with it. Don't look great in the flesh. Probably not doing it any favours there. I think it's okay. I don't think it's pretty good. Let's say that. So I'm going to put it in the meh category for me. Next up, we have got Millwall. The team that have taken Connor Mahoney. All the best to you, Connor. Chocolate. Is that a chocolate? Yo, they've got a chocolate brand. Big shout out to anyone that's got a chocolate brand. Millwall, you get an extra point for that, right? Is it Macron? I don't know. But you can't go too wrong with it. The collar looks smart. I like the effect on the sleeves. You know what? It's a little bit different. It's a little bit modern. There's a weird sort of effect. I think it'd be harsh to put it in the meh category, and for that reason, it's going in pretty good, with all the rest in pretty good. Nottingham Forest up next. Let's take a look at this one. Again, Macron. I hope it's Macron, or else I look like an idiot. Football Index sponsoring this one, and yeah, you can't really go wrong there. Oh, nice little close-ups. I like the detail in here of the Nottingham Forest. I like the little stripe effect. The collar's quite nice. Nice looking sleeves there. You're getting me with the close-ups, aren't you? You're getting me with the close-ups, but all in all, looks pretty smart, actually. Again, I like a shirt with a bit of detailing on the actual shirt here. It's not boring. Looks quite good. And for that reason, again, it's going in pretty good. Pretty good is almost full, but we'll see what happens. Preston North End kit. Nike. I'm expecting a lot from Nike. Wear it with pride. That's nice. And it always looks better close up, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know about the triangle effects. Geometric sort of style. I mean, it's a bit boring. Also, the 32 red is in red. I don't know. It sort of stands out a little bit too much for me. I'm not going to lie. I expect more from Nike. And for that reason, I deem it meh. Next up, we've got QPR. Oh, I tell you what. You're always taking a risk with me if you're going for a collar. Collars are not my favourite. However, first instinct, it looks like a sort of classic style kit, but it looks like a rugby top. You know when you're at school and you used to have them big, but they'd have long sleeves and the collar and the stripes going across. It looks like one of them rugby tops. However, listen, I do have a personal bit of beef with collars, so I'm willing to let that slide. The thing is, when you're putting a top over it, like a hoodie, a sweater, whatever, a sweatshirt, the collar will often pop out and you look like an idiot. You look like you're at school or something. However, on its own, it looks pretty smart. You know what? Meh is okay. I'm putting it in okay. Just the collar for me is like, it's bringing it down. I'm not going to lie. So sorry about that. Next up, Sheffield Wednesday. What is that? First of all, they've done it like an old school gaming sort of announcement, yeah. We're only looking at the home kit here. It's different, yeah, and I get that. They've sort of tried to go for an old classic style, but I do not really like it. I appreciate them trying it, but for me, I wouldn't want that. Also, there's no sponsor, which is good, but I feel like they're just yet to get one. I think they're gonna get one eventually, and so when there's a sponsor there, that's gonna look even worse. And for that reason, I'm going to pop it down in the bad category next to Blues. There's only 2 down there. Right, next up, Stoke City. They've gone for the collar again. They're doing another collar. What have I told you? How many times? Can't lie, it looks pretty smart though again. I guess the blue sort of goes there. The Bet365 sort of goes. It don't look too bad, I guess. And it's quite a smart colour. It's quite a tidy one. It's not flopping all over the place. Yeah, it looks a bit different. It looks a bit classic. I'm going to put it in pretty good. Swansea City up next. That just looks a bit weird. Oh, it looks cheap. I like this. I like this bit. I'm not going to lie. Is there an effect on it? I think there is an effect. I'm going to stick the Swansea one in bad. Not a fan of it personally. Let's have a look at West Brom's kit. The fact, mate, the boilers. Oh, God. Don't like them sleeves. It looks like they got a bit of a stain or they're a bit sweaty. I get it, they're trying to be different. Collar's sort of a bit empty too. Like, I feel like it needs something there. The stripes going all the way up looks a little bit weird. You got, I guess, the red of the cherry in the crest. The red on the dot here and the red sort of does go. The Boilers logo, yeah, it's a boiler. But it could be worse. It fits in pretty well. But overall, like, it's not a great kit. It's in between meh and bad, but I'm going to put it down in bad. Finally, we've got Wigan. I hope I like this. You know what? It's an improvement on last season. Last season looked like a shopping bag. This season, that is a horrendous sponsor, right? It's not great. Colour, it matches the colours, which is good. Pretty horrendous though. I like the sleeve effect here, but I feel like the colours just don't go, man. Like, it just don't look right. It looks like you got a t-shirt on underneath your t-shirt. You know what I mean? But the pinstripe is saving it a little bit, so that's going to save me from putting it in the bin. I'll put it in bad. But you know what? There were no horrendous kits this season, I don't think. There was no bin it kits for me. So yeah, that's why I haven't put any down there. I think ours was pretty bad. I think there were a few pretty bad ones, to be fair. And the winner of this is, it's tight between Cardiff and Huddersfield, but I've got to give it to Huddersfield for the fact they got no sponsor on it. They've got to edge it for me. Let me know what you think your best and worst kit in the Championship is down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. If we hit 300 likes, then I will drop an away kit version. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell. But without further ado, I will see you next time.